Hello, Object Show friendos. Hope you're all doing well, taking care of yourselves, and feeling awesome, or as awesome as you can feel. And if you ain't feeling too awesome right now, I hope things pick up for you. Mikey Blybe here with another episode of Object Show Roundup. Yep, and it's another midweek episode. Look at that, you're getting spoiled. That's 2 midweek episodes in a row. And it's purely because of one specific thing that dropped over the weekend, which we will get to. And I will probably repeat a lot of the same things I've already said about this show, but nothing like reinforcing things, you know. But we actually have a bunch of other updates as well, all from all over the USC. So we will get stuck into those as well. And first up, we've got something from Three Eyes Mug, Stone. And this one caught me off guard a little bit. Promoting little old me? Really? Giving me a shout out? I'm the one that's meant to do that. For you. That's what I'm here for. It's funny because when this post came out, I was live streaming. And during one of the ad breaks, I just took my phone out and I was like, oh, I've got a YouTube notification. Let's have a look. Three Eyes Mug shared your YouTube video. I was like, what? What? Oh, so yeah. The super kind words. Cannot recommend this YouTube account enough. Spreads so much positivity and discusses updates, gives commentary on topics in the OSC. If you like commentary content, I cannot recommend this enough. Please go support the creator. I linked one of their videos where they discuss BFNIF, which I really recommend you guys go watch because it's very well made. Thank you so much, Mikey, for the support and kind words. Keep doing what you're doing. Well, you know I am. You know I am. And this is a sentiment that's going to run through this entire video. I say this all the time, and I'm never going to stop saying it. I love doing this. I love talking about these shows and the creators and the super talented people behind everything. It's an amazing community. And I just thank you for this shout out. There's potential that you might possibly see Stone pop up on an off the cuff episode sometime. Maybe. Who knows? Watch this space. That could be a thing that happens. But I really do appreciate the love and the support. I started this show to be the one doing that. That's like I want to talk about all these amazing shows and try and point people in the direction of shows they may not have seen. I mean, obviously, we do talk from the super small to the super big around here. I don't leave anybody out, except all the shows I haven't got to yet, obviously, but there's so many. But I will try and expand that. I will try and expand that circle of object shows at some point. I've got some recommendations. Well, I'll save that for later, because I did want to mention that later on. But thank you so much for this. Honestly, did not have to do that for me. Did not have to give me the shout out. I mean, I appreciate it, obviously, but I was just thank you. I've got nothing else I can really add to that, but that really caught me off guard in a good way. What a way to start, huh? Crying nearly already. All right, over to Sentry now, and Sentry's got a poll running right now. Would you buy a Tripwire plush? Well, I mean, I would. I want to give a home to all of the Object Show characters. So yeah, I would. So don't know if that's like a little bit of a kind of a test there, just to see how many people do land in the yes column, to see if it's worth investigating making a plush. Who knows which character it would be of. I would personally love to see, I would love to get Cooper and Ricky plushies. I want the both of them. I love them both so much. But I love all the characters. I do. I love all of them. Even Hurric, I suppose. But we've only seen Hurric in kind of PC monitor format. So other than that, it's just voice in the clouds. But anyway, I definitely would. But we'll see where that goes. We'll see if it ends up being anything. I mean, it could be a little something while Sentry's working on ARBs and taking the break from making Tripwire. it could be a little something to keep the tripwire stuff going for people. It's like, oh, he's a tripwire plush for you in the meantime. I don't know. I can't read people's minds. I usually just try and put two and two together and end up with potato. So either way, the potential in the future sometime. I mean, it's not a surprise. A lot of object show creators lean into making the plushies for that extra bit of income and stuff, and like, it just tends to happen with all of them. So that might be another one for my collection for sure. I mean, Ruby's collection, I definitely don't see them all as mine as well. Me and Ruby have joint custody of all of the object show plushies we have. That's how it works around here. Except Pencil. Pencil's more mine than Ruby's. Anyway, moving on. It's another birthday! You just know I'm going to get as much mileage out of these as I possibly can. Happy birthday, bud. I hope you had an awesome one. I need to make notes of these birthdays too, in case any of these creators ever perhaps forget to update us on their birthdays. I should keep a little birthday calendar for OSC people, so I can continue to annoy you with these every single time a birthday pops up. But no, I hope you had the best time. I hope you got to relax, chill a little bit. Lots of exciting stuff going on with IFAF, getting into college recently and chipping away at Orc 3. But I definitely hope you found some time to just chill and enjoy your birthday. Because, I mean, it's funny I say that because I shrug mine off all the time. It's like, whatever, it's just another day. Maybe when you get to a certain age, you stop thinking about it as much. Like, I definitely don't overthink mine. I hit a big number this year, and I still wasn't too fussed about it. It's like, I don't want to do nothing big or special or anything. So, my birthday this year was the one that life supposedly begins at. That's all the clue I'm giving you. And yes, I know, I am that old, okay? Doesn't mean I have to act old, does it? No. And I shan't. Happy birthday, IFAF. Wrong hand. Happy birthday, IFAF. Alright, so now we come to the main reason that we're doing a midweek episode this week. Yes, Kat dropped the finale of This Is Scrapbook last weekend, and I can't even really... It's one of those things where I can't just do a description. I can't just quickly do something for this. It's just easier to just show it. So we're going to do that. But I'm not going to do it yet because I've got to do the usual thing I do. Spoilers. If you haven't watched This Is Scrapbook, or you haven't watched the finale yet, then this is a good time to, well, go and do that. Go watch all of This Is Scrapbook if you have not watched it. I cannot recommend this enough. We will dive into all of the reasons why it's an amazing show after we watch the clip. But honestly, it is fantastic. Full of heart, full of love. So wonderful. I can't keep going about it now because we're gonna go over it more after the clip. So get yourself over to Kat's channel and watch This Is Scrapbook, and then come on back and join in the discussion. Okay, I've given everybody the chance that needs to go. So check out this finale. how beautiful in its simplicity was that, though. And it's funny because I'll hold my hands up and say that going into the weekend, knowing the finale was coming out, in my head I was like, oh, it's going to be so nice to have a couple more scenes with Scrapbook and his friends hanging out, and Scrapbook and his family hanging out, and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, seeing that, just under 2 minutes, just a little montage of Scrapbook's pages with all the memories stuck in it. Do you know what? That was actually perfect. That was actually a very fitting way to wrap everything up. And I'm crying again. I've cried so many times over the last few days. And like I was watching it again just a couple hours ago, and I cried again. It's good tears. Good tears, not sad tears. Slightly sad that Scrapbook's story, from our perspective, is finished now. But really, what more do you need to see? Right? It's like everything came around for him. And like it was such a beautiful ending to the show. But like, let's go over all of the pages, okay? Because there was 13 pages to go through. So let's just tick them all off and just go through all the stuff that we saw in every page, because it's kind of like a timeline of everything we saw, throughout the show. But there was some extra little bits and pieces we got to see that we didn't kind of see in between episodes of Scrapbook's vlog. So page 1, we've got the lovely My First Video, all the way back when he turned 12 and got the Sky phone from his grandma. And that very first video, it's like, I love all the like stickers and like the way it's like, it's Scrapbook. It's Scrapbook style, right? You stickers and you doodle and you draw and you put a picture in there. It's just so, it's so wonderful. It's so, I love it. Straight from the get-go, I was like, oh, this is fun. I like this. And the little the stuff around on the desk too, like the scissors and the pens and stuff. It's so good. And the second screenshot is the second page is him and his sister hanging out in the park together. And I love it. The doodles. I'm going to just fawn over every single thing here, and a little attention to detail, and the way the backgrounds kind of change. So where the book is different. So that's like the soft foamy stuff you get in a playground. That blue. That's what that looks like. I think that's what that is. It's the stuff that, so if you fall off something, you don't really hurt. You still hurt yourself. You scrape yourself on that stuff because it's not as, it might be soft, but it's still crunchy. But anyway, that's a nice touch as well. That's an extra nice touch to things. The third page is Hi Grandma, which is super sweet. And it's just the little touches. There's so many little touches going on here, and like we could really dive in and really analyze some of the stuff we're seeing in some of these screenshots as well, right? So it's like really interesting. But anyways, he's trying to do some knitting, which is, I love. My nanny used to knit a lot too, actually. That'll think about it. Oh my goodness. I know it's a standard thing. I know you see lots of I know it's not just an older folks thing, knitting, but like definitely when I was growing up, seeing the people who were knitting was my my nana. She was the only person I ever remember seeing knit anything, and she always had the needles and the wool lying around. And we're going to get into this again later on, but it's just another thing when I was watching this video going, oh, great, there's another thing that I connect with. But obviously, lots of people knit, so it's just one of those things. But it just shows again how much kind of I see myself in this show. But let's move on to the next page, though, and this one is making gimbap. Oh, it's so fun, and that's one of the things that they talked about in the episode where he's hanging out with his mum and his sister, and they're talking about how they used to make gimbap together. And and make a mess in the kitchen and stuff. And like again, it's a really fun little picture. We don't play with our food. Yeah, right. Yeah, no, nobody does that. Come on. It's just adorable again. And the fun stickers everywhere. And it's just so darn cute. Then the next page, a picture with glitters. Oh, jeez. Just, again, it's just everything. It's the whole journey. It's Scrapbook's like whole journey. Like, you know, you could tell he had a close relationship with his grandma. She gave him the Sky phone. And then, you know, hanging out with his sister making gimbap in the kitchen. Like they said, they used to do that. So that was more of a thing from the past as well. And then when he meets Glitters, when he goes to high school, and he runs into some bullies at school, but then Glitters tries to cheer him up when he's trying to hide from them. And when they first become friends, and there's the star sticker that she gave him in that episode when they first meet each other. And, everything. It's all these little callbacks to all the episodes we watched. Next page is Scrapbook and Glitters at the carnival. Definitely not totally getting covered in, I'm going to say candy floss, because that's what we call it in the UK, but cotton candy. And like going to Cosmosia Carnival. So there you are, there, 30th of September 2014. I didn't notice that date last time. So this is like the whole journey. So yeah, that was... So 2014, I'm going to keep my eye on other dates then, because obviously this goes from when Scrapbook was in high school to graduating high school, getting that intern job, but then deciding to go to college instead. All these things that happen. So this is still high school days. Maybe that's still that first year of high school. But anyway, again, super cute picture. Page 7, science fair. Didn't win, but had a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and the reference down there, this is a bismuth crystal. There's 2 other things that Kat has made called This is Charcoal and This is Bismuth, and I haven't watched those yet. And I need to get around to watching those, but I think the bismuth is pretty much a callback to that specific show. I say I think. I mean, it most likely is, let's be honest. But yeah, there's a nice little fun picture at the science fair. Did the volcano. That's the classic, isn't it? The classic with the volcano. So when I was at school back home, we didn't do things like science fairs and stuff like that. It's only something I ever saw in like American TV shows. But it's really fun to see Scrapbook taking part in the science fair. Didn't win but had fun? Hell, that's the most important thing. Next page, we've got Snow Day, and Scrapbook and Glitters making a snowman, and Scrapbook's little green scarf. It's so darn cute. And the sticker of the cat mug with the hot drink and the it's. I'm telling you, I said I was gonna fawn over every single picture and every single page, and I totally am. It's just so nice to see some of these things, you know, from when Scrapbook was growing up that we didn't get to see in those little snippets from the NetTube videos. And here we go. Here's a reference to the convention, the CosmosiaCon. And there's I love that, the wristband being stuck on the page. There's Cam. Glitters in her costume, and and this is Scrapbook has already bought the hydrangea sticker there on the right, so this is after that bit. And yeah, look at that, having a blast at a convention. I have not been to enough conventions, I tell you. I've only been to like 2. But man, I should try and change that up. I should start trying to go to more. But anyway, that's a totally different story for a different time, isn't it? Next page, game nights at Games Connection. So does this receipt have a date on it? Yes. So that would be 2020. Yeah. So this is wow. So they bought, what is that? Does that say Ramio Kart? See, there's the details I didn't really see. I love, and again though, it's the attention to detail is really, really, really good. I love this whole receipt, the Games Connection. It's got the full address of this place in Cosmosia. and the phone number and everything, right? And then you've got the name of the server, I guess, is Scarlet there. Oh, no refunds. Wow. Okay. Kind of harsh that if you're buying a game, no refunds. Sheesh. I also love the picture above the receipt, which shows that's that game, right? When the internet's down and you can play that game on Google. That's what that is, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That's a very nice little reference, very fun little reference in there. So yeah, game night. Look at them having a blast playing Mario Kart together. Then this one, I think this is one of my favorites of all of the pictures, though. Just laid back, just chilling in the grass, just hanging out. I love the line, "The world is lucky to be you're in my home." That really got me when I read that. It's such a nice sentiment. And I love how Glitters is just kind of like appreciating hanging out with these two. Cam's just out for the count. I think it's like, maybe they're both asleep. Maybe was like, at first I was like, Scrapbook's just enjoying the sun and the nice feeling of the grass and stuff. Cam just looks unconscious. And Glitter's like, oh, these two, It's just so nice. And then we have, there we go. So this would be, I'm assuming starting college, and, getting the hug from his mum there, and someone snapping a picture. I can't quite actually see who that is, or if we're meant to know who that is, but the biggest adventure yet. And that's that. It's very sweet. It's very nice. But there is one other page. There is one other thing. There is one other thing. Messages from everybody. So look at this. We've got. Okay. Hello, Scrapbook. You've grown up so much and gone so far. You've reached an age where you get to make your own decisions and live life to the fullest. As your mother, that's the best thing I could ask for. May you soar far and wide. Love, Mom. Hi, bro. Though we may have grown apart, let's make new memories and circle back to our childhood. Let's make Gimbap and make an absolute mess in the kitchen someday again. All the best for college, my man. That's Yearbook, his sister. What's up, my dude? Okay, typical Cam start to a sentiment. Nothing beats a wonderful friend like you. You're an absolute blast to hang around with and talking about random stuffs. You shine bright when you're in your element, and that's a genuine beauty. Keep on keeping on, Cam. And finally, the message from Glitters says, my little starshine, meeting you all those years ago is always going to be a fun memory to look back upon. May you never forget your roots and explore the world with wide eyes. I hope these letters bring you joy when things get down. You deserve all the love you get. Glitters. Oh. And I just love the end as well with the little handmade scrapbook. So amazing. It was so amazing. I just can't even begin to describe the emotions. So many emotions. I can only imagine how much more of a mess I would have been if I had been watching this show since it started a couple of years ago. I would have been probably even more of a wreck, to be honest. So I don't know. Maybe it's a kind of a good thing. It took me a while to get into this show. Maybe it's good I didn't find it until just a couple of weeks ago. But it's been genuinely amazing to experience the show. And then, like I say, for the finale to drop just a couple of weeks after we first talked about the show here, I mean, the timing was kind of immaculate on that, wasn't it? It really was. And then Kat also posted a lovely little post after the episode went up. We'll see you again soon. And I love the hearts too, the pan colors. Oh, yeah. In case you missed it, the final video of Scrapbook Story has just been released. Thanks for the memories. And I hope you'll continue to join me in exploring more stories coming your way soon. So Kat has other plans. Kat's got other stories to tell. That's always exciting to know. I said before, I will be front and center of whatever projects come out beyond this one. This was a delight, and I'm going to go back and whenever I'm having a rough day, I'm going to just rewatch. I'm just going to rewatch all of this Scrapbook to just pick myself up and have a good cry. I have a happy cry. But there's so much to this show. There's so much more to this show than just the plain surface of it all, about just the Scrapbook going through the teens and figuring himself out. There's so much more to it than that. And like, I'm gonna go through some stuff, and this is stuff I've already made these connections before when I was talking about it. But when I was watching it for the first time, I was like, I don't know. I resonated with Scrapbook so much. And like, even my journey over the last few months kind of mirrors a lot to me as well, of how like what I've been doing with myself this year even. But it's the whole doing YouTube videos, not really feeling it and thinking to yourself, or having external forces kind of pull you away from doing it. And then, thinking, I'm just going to have to do what everybody else does. I'm just going to get myself a job, and I'm just going to do the regular thing that everybody else does, because that's how you do it. And then feeling some pull back to doing it, whether it goes anywhere or not, is the other part, I suppose, because so this year, as a lot of you will know, I totally changed my content here on this channel. Yeah, so believe it or not, I wasn't doing object show stuff all the time. That only really started getting into my head earlier in the year, and you can thank my kiddo Ruby for that, because Ruby was the one that got me to watch a few shows with them way back earlier in the year. And as the months went on, I was like, I love this show so much. And then we just kept watching more and more and just adding more and more to it. And then one day I just woke up and I said, what if I just do videos where I talk about object shows and kind of recommend them to people and discuss episodes when they come out? That might be kind of fun to do. And maybe I'll get to know a whole bunch of cool people. I have found my people. Since starting these videos up in June, I have felt so incredibly welcomed by the community, and I have made awesome connections. I have hopefully helped people discover awesome new shows. I have hopefully just helped people in general with just support, and that's what I'm trying to do. It's the whole thing. It's to be a support in more ways than just advertising people's shows and talking about how awesome their shows are. I want to bring positivity, and I want to just, that's it. I just want to spread positivity. That's what I want to do. And that was the other connection I made. I was like, so for me, it wasn't so much that I stopped doing YouTube, like Scrapbook totally quit NetTube for a while. It was more I changed direction. I was like, Let's Play videos were all well and good, and I was enjoying doing them, but I feel so much more fulfilled doing this, and I genuinely get excited to post every new video, because it's like, oh, I hope somebody watches this and then tunes into that show, or tunes into this show, or I hope somebody who maybe enjoys this show pops along and says, oh my gosh, you like the same show I do. It's just, it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something with myself, And these last few months, I've just been blown away by just everything. And I I'm absolutely loving every second of this. But to go back to what I was saying about how the Scrapbook story is not just about someone growing up, and so it's about finding strength with people who you resonate with. It's finding strength in your shared community of people. And it's a message that resonates so much more these days. Just, with the way things are. It's a message that hits so much harder. You find people you can lean on and rely on, and you stick with them, and they can help you through. And it's also a show about being who you actually are. It's a show about being who you want to be, and not letting anybody else tell you how to live your life. And there's just a lot of really strong, beautiful messages in this show, and it's always going to mean a lot to me. It's coming. It came into my life at a very interesting time. Just as I was starting to just as I was finding my feet doing this show, and then I watched this and I'm like, I feel like this show is for me, and I know a lot of people will feel the exact same way. So it's done exactly what it's meant to do. The cat did such a good job, and everybody who worked on the show, it was absolutely fantastic from start to end. I loved it so much. I'm really excited to see what you do next. Thank you so much for making one of my favorite shows, full stop, of all time. Not just object shows, just favorite shows of all time. And and again, it just to be able to do this in such a short time frame of videos, when you put all the episodes together, you're not looking at much more than 30 minutes. It could even be less than 30 minutes, the entire thing. So to be able to do that, to be able to affect somebody so strongly in such a short amount of time, is just shows how well put together it all was. Thank you so much. We did get one big special announcement at the end of the video too, by the way. Scrapbook plush is real. It's so funny because when I was going back watching the old episodes, and there was a mention of trying to get a Scrapbook plush off the ground, but didn't hit the goal required. Doesn't matter. We've got it now. Scrapbook is up for pre-order. It's such a darn cute plush as well, and you can open it up and you can put stuff inside. And I was so excited when that popped up at the end of the video. I was in tears at this finale wrapping up, and then all of a sudden it's like, Plushie! Absolutely made my day. Made my whole weekend. So that's also something. I will I'll pop the link to the pre-order page as well, actually, in the description, just in case you want to go over there and check that out. But again, one last time for now, until we see what else Cat's got coming. Thank you for This Is Scrapbook. It's no word of a lie, absolute life changer. It's totally given me a whole new perspective on a whole load of stuff in my own life, and it's just so much filled with positivity, and it really, really is going to help me to get through rough days. I mean, I said that, and you could just go, ha, I'm genuinely serious. I am definitely going to keep that on the back burner for whenever I need a mental health boost. It's literally going to help me through. So thank you. Okay. I managed to get through that without tearing up too much. Kind of impressed with myself, to be honest. But, that was the main crux of the episode, was to talk about this Scrapbook finale. But like I said before we talked about it, there was lots of other stuff that happened too, so we're going to go through it. Harkening back to my joke about, did Krispifishh provide us with an update section that I was going to start including, which I'm still not going to do yet, but I'm getting closer to doing it because Crispy did give us some more updates. Well, we got some more Parker art. I keep waving with the wrong hand. Hi, Parker. Parker looks like he's seen something disturbing. Very much a, what the hell is that kind of a face. Either way, I'm going to keep saying it. I sound like a broken record. I know, but listen, it's just the flat out truth. Whenever anybody shares artwork from their up and coming show or show that's ongoing, I'm going to share it here and say, look at this art. It's just I can't help it, and like I've said it a million times. I love Crispy's style with the kind of neonish colors. It's so awesome. It stands out, and it catches the eye. So once again, just thanks for the art, Crispy. Oh, keep cracking away at ampersand. I'm sure it's going to be fabulous. Okay, over to, Fusion and Wuggle right now, because LOCKVASION is a go. We did talk about this last time, and they were saying, Wuggle said that Object Lockdown or LOCKVASION was going to happen before the end of October. And I was like, well, it's the last week of October next week, this week, so it has to be out before Friday. Well, we got our answer, didn't we? LOCKVASION is happening on Halloween of all days. I definitely think Wuggle leaned into the Halloween aspect a little bit more than Fusion did. It's kind of a creepy little thing going on over on this side of the screen, isn't there? Just a little bit compared to the other one. I do like the way Object Invasion Episode 7 is called Locked In. It works on so many levels because it's LOCKVASION, but it's called LOCKVASION because it's Object Lockdown. So it does kind of it fits, and we could see fire extinguisher and lock there in the background. So what is the deal? How are these two groups of different shows characters going to actually bump into each other? I mean, I had my theories. I thought I was theorizing it might have something to do with the satellite that fell in Old 13. And we know that Sign and Ball and Object Invasion have been trying to take down satellites, the Snowflakes satellites, seemingly. Or maybe it's just general satellites. I don't know. But we'll see how this all comes together. Also, they dropped trailers just today, as I'm recording this. Like a couple of hours ago, these came out. You can see how quickly I caught them. They hadn't even been out 10 minutes. I was like, oh, well. So there you go. If you want to go check the trailers out for them both, you also can. I'm going to maintain my my good boy Mikey status and not check those trailers. I'm going to wait until Friday. Don't know what time on Friday. Also don't know what order they need to be watched in. I do like the way, though, that the trailers are actually tied to both accounts. So Object Lockdown 14 has Wuggle and Fusion listed down there underneath it. I don't know, you could do that. Is that like when you do collaborations with YouTube people? That's kind of cool. I didn't know you could do it. I didn't know you could do that. It just shows how much I know about the platform I've been using for 10 years, roughly. I know what I'm doing, I swear. But yeah, so if you want to go check the trailers out, you can do that. I'm going to assume that whatever order they need to be watched in is going to be dictated by what order they get released in. So I'm going to just assume that one is going to come out first, and that's the one you watch first, and then maybe like an hour or 2 hours later, another one comes out. Don't know. If they're releasing both at the same time, I have no idea. Hopefully they're going to tell us somewhere which one to watch first. I might have missed that information. If you know that information, let me know, because I didn't see it anywhere. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe there isn't an order to watch them in. Maybe it just doesn't. But you'd think that one story would lead to another. Unless it's just different perspectives. Same story from different perspectives? Ooh, that would be kind of cool too if they did it that way. Again, there's me just theorizing already. Let's just wait and see what happens, I suppose. But I've been looking forward to this LOCKVASION crossover since it was announced, and I am so ready to see all of these characters interact with each other. So ready for it. I mean, I'm more ready for more Yan and Hot Sauce interactions. I really, really hope that relationship that we saw starting to build a little bit keeps building. Grassy and Berry just went right into it in all 13. There was no hanging about there. Yarn and Hot Sauce has been a bit more of a slow burn, but I kind of hope we do get more of those too. But I am excited for LOCKVASION overall. I mean, it's going to be fantastic. Two amazing creators working together. God, living the dream. Living the dream, getting to watch stuff like this. We're so lucky. We're so darn lucky. So the plan for that, when these 2 episodes come out, is it might be another midweek episode next week, or I might just wait until the week after. We'll just see. It depends how many other things come out as well. But we'll get to that in the outro. I'll wrap stuff that up. I'll wrap stuff like that up in the outro. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff from maukitt over the last week and a bit. maukitt's been just like absolutely spoiling us with art lately on the YouTube posts, and honestly, it's just all such fun stuff. So we got some little silly, goofy pictures. So we've got Cleo using a bar of soap. This feels weirdly intimate. It's such a funny line. I would love to see that animated. I would laugh so much. And then we've got Macklemore getting frustrated with My Little Pony. I did said there might be a swear in there. There might be a swear in there that I've censored out. I've done pretty good to not swear on this show so far. I'm going to try and keep it that way for as long as I possibly can. I know some of the shows we've discussed have the odd swear word in them, but I'm going to try and keep things PG around here. So anyway, we had that fun one, and then we had Clyde with a Pop-Tart. So it's kind of funny. You got the bar of soap with the bar of soap. You've got the Pop-Tart with the Pop-Tart. And then you've got Macklemore watching My Little Pony. I mean, to be fair, I've said the same thing about Rainbow Dash several times. So, I mean, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. We also got a couple of other pictures in that very same post. Actually, we got this dapper-looking fellow. maukitt does really, really good art outside of the object show stuff, by the way. Really, really cool, awesome stuff. Like a really super talented artist. So we've got this picture and say, well, who's this? Oh, it's Judas. It's the human version of Judas. Judas Kennedy. Aha. All right. That suit is... I want those trousers. I love those trousers. Where do I get some? I need to find some of those. And also that colored jacket too. Do you know what? So this is a complete tirade, a random tirade that's got nothing to do with the art. I wish I could find more colorful jackets around here, because I swear, like back home, I hit up charity thrift stores a lot. Back home, there were so many different colored men's jackets. There was I used to have this really nice white one. I had like 2 blue ones. I had 2 red ones. Here it's all, you want black or you want grey. It's like, where is all the fun? If I went to a proper suit store, a more expensive outlet, I probably would find more colored jackets. But I guess back home they must be more prevalent, because charity shops were full of like many different colored jackets. I mean, I did find that green one. I did find the green one. Anyone who's been checking out my posts who see me dressing up as 2. And I've got the green jacket. I've got a green jacket, a really cool green shirt, and some green shades. I just think I lucked out. And that green jacket was in the women's section of the thrift store, by the way, as well. Doesn't stop me. I'll wear anything if it looks nice. Gender be damned. But yeah, just not as much choice. It's like, I really want, I'd love a nice blue jacket as well. But hard to find. I'm sure I'll find one eventually. But sorry, I just had to rant about that, because I'm looking at Judas over here, looking all absolutely fantastic. I'm like, oh, if I had a jacket like that, and if I had trousers like that, man. Anyway, just fantastic art market as always. That's not all though. And I'm not going to post the whole thing. But maukitt also posted a pre-pilot episode of Sacrificially Solitary comic with Cleo and Clyde in it. Hanging out with housemates. Just as Cleo's going to a house party, Clyde doesn't want to go. Theo says there's going to be someone sneaking some like alcohol in, and Clyde's like, ew. Anyway, that's the gist of it. You should go check it out. It's a really fun comic. I don't want to post all of it because it's quite a few pages, and it's like, you should go. Like, I shouldn't be trying to push you in the direction of maukitt's channel a little bit. So, like, go and check that comic out. It's really fun. All I've pulled from it to show you is this comic has graced us with 2 new reaction images. We have this one. So, you know, whenever something makes you sad. But from the very same panel, we've got another reaction image. When you want to tell someone to stop. It cracked me up so much. I swear, this is like 4 panels of the comic with the same 2 poses. It's so good. You've got to go check it out. It's really funny. I think you can link directly to YouTube posts. I'm going to try and do it anyway, but please check it out. It's really fun. And then if you haven't watched Sacrificially Solitary yet, maybe you should do that too, because these two, hilarious as they are in comics together, even more hilarious in the show together. Believe me, I'm not lying. But yeah, thanks for all the art, Mark. I really appreciate it. It's again, it's like what I say about Crispy. Every time Crispy posts any little piece of artwork, it's all appreciated. I always try my best to interact with it and show support because just so much super talented people. Super talented people, left, right, center, all over the place. Absolutely surrounded by them. And talking about comics, funnily enough, we got a little post from Snailvine. Not me surprised dropping a new Minisode drawn by me. So yes, Mikey's been working on a Minisode. So what the deal is with Lunchbox Kids is there are Minisodes, and they're all comic book form. They're all like comic panel form, comic strip form. Jeez, you know what? They're comics. So there's 2 links to the Minisodes there on Comic Fury and Tumblr, which, yes, of course, I will be sharing below. Be home to post more Minisodes and extra content from now on, even if it's not super polished. I can't leave you guys dry. Also, I'm changing the Minisode numbering systems just so that it doesn't look as ugly. If it gets confusing continuity-wise, just look at the order on Comic Fury. So yeah, if you didn't know there was Minisodes of Lunchbox Kids, there's some links to check out to go and check them all out. I have flipped through them, but I want to go through them a little bit more not consistently is not the word. Concisely, that's the one. Concisely. I want to go through them a bit more concisely because they give you little bits of lore that you don't get in the episodes themselves. So I want to dive into them a little bit more and like just really go through them and read them and get a bit more of a gist for what's happening in them. So this newest one that just came out has the 2 panels to it. We've got Apple Juice looking for a recipe on the laptop. Comes across this old picture here. Fishing. And then shuts the laptop. I'll just look later. The feels. All of the feels. All of the emotions. Be fine. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. We'll all be fine. Don't worry about it. We'll all be totally fine. But yeah, if you want to check all those Minisodes out, I'll pop all those links in the description. And if you haven't checked Lunchbox Kids out, what are you doing? Why haven't you checked it out? Go watch it. It's really, really good. All right, and that will do it for this episode of Object Show Roundup. There was a couple of things where here's the thing, right? My brain goes in 10 million different directions all of the time. And I'm in the middle of talking about an episode of something, and then something else will pop into my head, and I'll just totally go off topic and talk about something that I know I can talk about later. But it's like, wait, no, it's in my head now, though. Wait, I just need to say this now. Okay, so to dive a bit deeper into some of the things I said I would push back to the end of the episode, we do have 2 other shows to go through that have been recommended on my Discord server. Thank you very much to the recommenders. I have bookmarked those 2 shows, and I will try and me and Ruby will try and get to them when we can. I'm hoping to try and squeeze them in. We might try and watch them next week sometime. We've got LOCKVASION this weekend. We've also got Daylight Savings Object Show episode 2 that's scheduled to come out on Sunday because, the clocks change. So that's going to be 3 shows I already have to go through. But like I said, I might hold off on those. But if I hold off on those until the end of next week and only do 1 episode next week, then I might not get to those 2 recommended shows until the week after that. And again, that only depends on if nothing else comes out in the meantime. Because now there's so many shows we follow, there's always potentially a chance of something coming out. There's also another show that has no episodes out yet, but is apparently close to being out. I'm not going to mention that one yet. All the other 2 shows have got recommended yet, because I want to wait until we get to them before I kind of drop anything else about them. So there's a lot on the agenda, shall we say. But also because we've done this midweek episode, and last week's was to go over one specific thing, but this one was a roundup of everything that's happened over the last few days. That now throws it up in the air whether we have an OSR this weekend or not, because it depends. It just depends what happens between now and Friday. But LOCKVASION comes out on Friday. I'm not going to get time to go through it for a Saturday episode. So that's why I knew it wouldn't be ready, and I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to analyze it and go over everything that quickly, especially since it's 2 episodes. So, yeah, right now it's kind of, we'll see. There might be an episode this weekend. It depends. Even if we only get like a few little updates from people, we could still do like a short one on Saturday, just a quick pop in to say hi and pop back out again. But I'm going to play that by ear. I guess that does mean that OSR could end up dropping any time, couldn't it? Consistency be damned, I suppose. But yeah, I just want to talk about this as Scrapbook. I really did, because, like I say, it's affected me positively so much, and I needed to talk about it, and I didn't want to wait until the weekend to do that. And like I say, we had lots of other updates from people as well, so it's always stuff going on in the OSC. There's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. And if once we start watching these other few shows as well, there's definitely never going to be a dull moment. And I think 2 episodes a week might start being more than necessary. And if I can find the time to do it, I will. I've kind of looked out the last couple of weeks with having this spare time to go over stuff, because, as much as I related to Scrapbook being stuck in that boring office job, Scrapbook then went to college. I'm still in the office job. It's what I do full time. So I squeeze out every single minute I can to do this and enjoy this. So the fact that I enjoy it so much will probably be motivation enough for me to find time to do episodes whenever I need to. So we'll just see how things go. I also was meant to say this earlier when we were talking about Three Eyes Mug and the reference, and they give me the shout out. Hi to everybody who found their way here from that post. I appreciate you all being here. I certainly hope I can live up to expectations. It's kind of nerve-wracking in a way when so many people come pouring over like that, but I do really sincerely appreciate you all taking the time to pop over here and hit that subscribe button and check out the videos and just hang out with this goof talking about object shows. Thank you for that. Onwards, upwards. Will not be slowing down, will not be stopping. We'll continue to keep talking about object shows as long as object shows continue to exist, which will probably be quite a while. So I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Okay, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here. Love and appreciate all of you. Take care of yourselves. Keep watching object shows. Keep making object shows. Keep discovering new object shows as well. Don't forget to... I'll do it. I'll do the thing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, maybe share the video around as well if you've got any other people who you think might enjoy seeing this doofus talk about stuff. Then do that too. Okay. Toodaloo.